Okay. Let's roll this. I really don't know if the stream is going because it gave me a really sketchy screen right before. I don't know what's up with Haps. Haps might be pissed off because I ain't using them on my interviews. Gotta understand, I gotta have all the capabilities or I can't fuck with it. I mean, if it's just me, I can use Haps, but when I got an interview, I gotta be able to pull them on the screen, use my screen, use all my capabilities, and I can't do that with Haps right now. So if Haps is mad and they fucking with my stream right now, it ain't me, y'all. It ain't me. As I roll by the county jail, maybe they fucking with my stream. Maybe they know that I'm about to blow that ass up again today. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing right now. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go right now. We're gonna keep it light. We're gonna keep it light for the ride. Appreciate anybody that checks out the stream. OG Classic Jones. Top of the morning to you, brother. What's happening, Sue? Hump Day. Hump Day. I wonder who created Hump Day. I wonder who made that name up. Is that a black man too? I mean, we done created so much shit in this motherfucker. We don't get credit for it. Did we create Hump Day too? I mean, I know the Gap Band had Humping Around, but did they say Hump Day before that? I don't know. Sue, you coming in from YouTube? Where you coming in from, OG? Where you coming in? You coming in from Facebook? Or are y'all sitting both in halves? I want to know where everybody's coming in from. I want to know where the stream is being picked up from. I only get about 7 or 8 of y'all motherfuckers out here, so I want to know where my friends are. I know where my friends aren't. But it's all good. Shit's rolling. I didn't see you in the chat yesterday, OG. Did you check out Threat Management and the young author, Karan Gaines? You got to check his song out if you don't know about his song, too. He got a song that's killing him, and they loving it down south. I ain't heard a whole lot of love up here. He might have got some love, but I ain't heard a lot of local love. But they loving it all through the south. They held him over down in Miami and shit. Down there putting to perform. It was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Two good discussions yesterday. Two good discussions. We're gonna have a good discussion today. We're gonna have a good discussion today. Got the former owner, the founder of Beezy's Cafe today. Recently announced they were shutting it down, and she hasn't been in control of it for a couple of years, so it ain't her fault. We're gonna talk about some things. You always usually watch from YouTube. Word up, okay. And feel free to always chime in. You can even text me. Let me know the signal is sketchy, or just put it in the chat. I always want to know when I'm out here moving if my signal gets sketchy. That way I'll hold up on saying some shit, wait till it gets tight again. I don't like wasting content. I mean, I made a living out of repeating myself, but ain't no point in repeating myself if I don't have to. So I appreciate you checking in, brother. Appreciate you checking in. Hump Day. I gotta find out where the origin of that came in at. I gotta find out. I also got another sitcom song I'm gonna break down. And we're gonna probably do that today. I'll do that probably after my interview. I really don't really like using the term interview. I like discussion. I like, talk. After my talk with B, I might run that sitcom. I'm telling you, there was white supremacy all in them sitcom jingles. We just didn't know it. We was just sitting there geared up to be laughing and shit. We was just scratching and surviving while we was shucking and jiving. It's all good. We know better now. We know better now. And the one I got today has got two versions to it. And I was going to dig and find out why they had to make another version. Like if it wasn't greasy and shit and they just didn't know at first and then they found out. State Boy got him somebody. So I never really found out. I'm going to find out and then I'll talk about that one. Oh, absolutely. We didn't know when we were young. We can't be blamed for shit we didn't know. But you have to look at a lot of that stuff with a critical eye. We still are laughing and entertained by it, but sometimes that shit ain't funny. So that's really what, I be paying attention to, like, damn, we really laughed at that shit. So, go ahead, motherfucker. Get your Hyundai up. Giddy up, motherfucker. Giddy up. 79 wasn't good enough for you. Go ahead and do 81 to get past me. Push that bitch. Ah, they're from Ohio. That explains it all. Absolutely. Dude, we was just coming out of the 60s. We was just coming out of when we got the bill that people liked us. That's all it was. They gave us the civil rights bill to where they said, okay, fuck it. I mean, did we really expect them to turn shit around in the 70s and 80s and not be greasy and shit? Even when they gave us a show that showed some level of prominence, they still made coon shit out of that. We love the Jeffersons, all 50 fucking seasons of it. I forgot how many seasons it was. The first few seasons, I loved the Jeffersons. But they could have the rest of them. I forgot how many it was. 10 or 11 maybe. Maybe more than that. The first few seasons was dope. When they changed Lionel and they tried to make George a human, that's where the show went sideways. Keep it where it is, dog. Keep it where it is. Yeah, it got less and less funny as it went on. Became damn near like a dramedy. It wasn't really a comedy, it was a dramedy. Oh, here goes another feel strong. You wasn't even up on my shit when I was over here before. Now you want to go. No, I'm going to make you wait. Because you can actually go around me. That Hyundai, I knew what that Hyundai was trying to do because they over in the slow lane now. Everybody can't drive 80, 90 miles an hour. I don't even know why motherfuckers try that shit. 80, 90 miles an hour is not for everybody to drive. You better watch that big motherfucker. You carrying 1, 2, 3, 4 Escalades. That's about $450,000, $500,000 of them. You hit me, you're going to give up way more than that. Car haulers be driving all night to meet them deadlines. Wonder what happens when they wreck one of them motherfuckers, when they turn them over and total all the vehicles. Wonder what happens to them. They did, dog. They tried to humanize George. They tried to humanize George, tried to make George acidic. George didn't really give a fuck. All he knew was he wasn't going back to the neighborhood. He helped people in the neighborhood. You know, Louise got her help center. She was always throwing people at George and shit to help out. You know, he had a humanistic flair, but George was a dog. George was a dog. He wasn't one of them people that, you know, they tried to humanize him. Try to humanize him. You know what? I ain't even checked that jingle up yet. I need to check that jingle up too. All these jingles got some little shit in them. Yeah, I got to do that. I'm gonna break that down too. The one I'm gonna check out today, like I said, it's got two versions, and I really need to figure out why was it politicized that they had to change it or not. I don't know. I gotta leave it in the dark though. It's gotta be a surprise. And I ain't got too much of a surprise on too much of what I do, so I at least gotta leave that as a surprise. Ain't nobody doing that type of shit right now out here in this content creating space, so that's kind of my thing right now. I can break these show jingles down and show white supremacy on that level. Because I already told you, I can pretty much show you white supremacy on any level. Any level. And I can show you why we need reparations on any level. Why we need repair on any level. And why anything that I say that we need specifically, how it plays out in all this shit. I'm different in this space. And I'm going to keep being different in this space. I tried to tell motherfuckers, come one, come all. But nah, them bitches, they chose to talk behind my back. They chose to try to move without me. Now look at you. What you got now? Can you at least get your words spelled right on your shit? Flip your screens around and shit so we ain't got to be reading your banners backwards. You motherfuckers always want to be big before you small. Good morning, Shell. From the Lone Star State. Was about 80 down there already? What he's trying to do. So yeah, things are going according to plan right now. A couple wrinkles we gotta put in. Figured out why my sound effects weren't getting through to some of the people, and it kind of had to do with Haps. I mean, I love Haps, but Haps does not integrate into the software without having that screen. I got to go with another device. It's all about quality all the way around. Just start figuring out how to chop some of these streams up. Upload, drop, chop. I'm getting pretty good at that. I really don't want to master it because it takes too much time. I need somebody else who does that type of shit so I can just tell them, like, look, from 104 to 108, I need you to chop that up. From 112 to 119, I need you to chop that up. And then they go do their thing with it, maybe add something to it. But I ain't got time to be doing that myself. But I'll figure it out. Or I'll figure it out for somebody to figure it out. It does not. It does not. Appreciate you trying, though. I meant to tell you that. It did not. I watched that video you sent me. Appreciate the donation, Shell. As we move this needle forward, we're going to get it right. We're going to get it right. Got to find me some shelving today. Get your ass over, bitch. You on your phone and all that shit. You're not going to... Oh, he's smoking a cigarette. He's smoking a cigarette and he on his phone in the same hand. Ain't this a bitch? You ain't going to weave in my lane and shit. Give up one of your vices, bitch. Give up your vice or your device. Either way, stay the fuck out my lane. I really don't give a fuck what you do. Just stay out my lane. You ain't got enough money to hit me. You don't, no. You out here rolling like I am. I needed that red Ferrari that got on the highway a couple exits earlier to hit me. You got a Ferrari, you can hit me all day long. Ain't nobody riding around here in a Ferrari with no fault. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to wait for them to get back in their little situations. I was actually going to fuck with some people down at Specs, run through there, see who wants to do a little interning. I got to vet them, though. I got to know who I'm fucking with because they got to understand. They're going to be around me. They can't be prudish. They need to understand my life heavily involves hemp and cannabis. And some of the best videographers I've run into fuck with cannabis. So, I just got to let them know. When I get good at being able to send files and shit, I really don't have to be in the same space with somebody. But it always works good when you can get that face-to-face build. But it ain't gotta be that way. It's easy. Brother Weston, I appreciate you. Information man put me on to some shit. Appreciate you digging in today. I'm just out here rolling. Ain't been talking about a whole lot right now. But whatever we said that day was interesting enough for you to come back. Hopefully you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hopefully you have subscribed to the Hap Space so you can get notifications when I do my thing. I'm looking forward for my next run with Information Man. We still got some shit to talk about. We still got some shit to talk about. What part of the planet you in, Brother Weston? Oh, okay. From the GR. Oh, you in Pittsburgh? Okay. I'm asking questions, ain't reading because I'm trying to drive. I try not to be distracted when I'm out here. People get upset when I be smoking and this, that, and the other. But I'm like, look, I'm not high. I'm not high. So, let me let you roll on past. Here's another one that's rolling on past. Come on, man. Really? Fuck, you weren't rolling up. Go, motherfucker. They roll up on you, then they fall back, and they roll up on you, and they fall back. Fuck over. I'm content with 79. I don't know why motherfuckers have to do 85 and 90 in traffic. I am content with 79. I have learned to love 79. Not these bitches. They got to do 85. They going to get there 45 seconds before I do. Eat a dick. I try, bro. I try, you know. I've been connected to a steering wheel a long time. I kind of feel driving more than anything now. I just feel it. And the routes that I take, you know, I can drive them. Hell, I have driven them probably in my sleep. Here he go. You're going to run up on this semi, then he's going to get right here, and he's going to try to get right between us. Nah, so you didn't work because you didn't put in the work to get past me. I knew what he was trying to do, but he's up here talking. He got his cigarette in his hand. He got his phone in his hand. He didn't press on that gas, so he couldn't pass me. I just be watching motherfuckers, man. I see how motherfuckers just get out here and get fucked up. Not paying attention. The fuck? Did work move you around like that? I mean, you know, from Grand Rapids to Pittsburgh, somewhat similar towns, if I'm not mistaken. You know, real worker type towns. I love Pittsburgh. I got family in Pittsburgh. We had a family reunion there. We went down to them clubs and shit that was right there in them warehouses underwater and shit. And they stayed more out in the burbs, but you know, we did a lot of stuff in Pittsburgh. Okay. So Wu-Tang Clan ain't all from New York. They're like, they got people that are from Michigan. I always thought they were from Staten Island. I forgot where they were from originally. Shaolin or whatever. Okay. I fuck with all them to some levels. I can't put in a lot of time with Willie D because Willie D does a lot of sensationalized casting, and I don't want to get caught up in that. You know, you become, you know, what they say, you are what you eat, and I don't want to get into that realm. You know, I don't knock it, but Willie D is big, obviously, because he is a hip hop icon. So I don't knock him for what he does and the way he does it. I just can't fuck with it a lot, and I can't get a lot of content to where I can even move it my way from him. Tim Black, on the other hand, he stays down with the political shit. I fuck with Tim Black. I don't mind upping a motherfucker on my shit. I know a lot of people got problems with upping other people. They think that if I up you, you know, you gonna start listening to that motherfucker and you won't be listening to me. But I come from another cloth. I'm cut from another cloth. And I believe that if we lift all people up, maybe we can get rid of some of the motherfuckers who really shouldn't be on the air. But, you know, it's just me and my 460 YouTube subscribers killing the game. I'm killing the game with 460. Okay, all original Wu members. Okay, because I've heard other places, like, people be like Wu-Tang members, they be from other parts of the country, but I've never asked that. I've never been in a space to ask that. So now I'm here and I can ask that and get some actual answers. Word up. Oh, boy comes to Ann Arbor a lot. What's the thick brother, the real dark-skinned brother? He real thick. He fucks with old boy that I grew up with, Teddy Green. You know him. He's a real dark-skinned one, thick brother. But yeah, he's a Wu member. And he comes, was it Priest? Is his name Priest? I think it's Priest. Can't remember exactly what I think it's Priest. I want to say Judas Priest, but that's a rock band. Can't remember exactly what his name is. Ain't nothing like a dealer plate flying by you at 90 miles an hour. You know goddamn well that ain't your car. You out here running reckless on the highway in somebody else's shit. Just the irresponsibility of folks out here. Just as irresponsible as the motherfucker spending all the stimulus money and talking about let me hold something. Let you hold something. Don't make me be vulgar in this space. I'll let you hold something. If you fucked up, you fucked up. If I wasn't a part of the celebrating, I'm not going to be a part of the crying. Y'all PPP loan getting motherfuckers. We got a fire truck. He said there's been a lot of fires in the city. Shit's been kicking up. Come on, get on over. You know, people in Detroit don't get over. I got over because that was the Washtenaw County in me. This motherfucker's a quarter mile back from me. I can see the siren, so I got over. All these motherfuckers still riding in the same lane, ain't letting the motherfucker by. Don't nobody get over in Detroit. I learned that when I lived out this way. Nobody gets over for cops or fire trucks, ambulances, nothing. They just flow along with you. Fuck it. I learned that shit. I learned that shit. This motherfucker is literally, there you go. Get your ass over, Volkswagen. Oh, and they got a, what's the Y on the plate? I forgot the Y. The Y is not a, that's not a government plate. What's that Y? X is the government plate. Is that a manufacturer plate? They finally got over and shit. But they're not really doing a good job of passing everybody. I mean, there's been plenty of time on the road about to close down, so they got to get over too. Oh, it's about to get funky here because the road's about to close down, and you should have did all this earlier, dog. Sirens on earlier. Now with the road cutting down, now you want to get greasy. Man, if I had sirens and shit, I'd get to places so fucking fast. As soon as I start that bitch, I just turn the sirens on. Get the fuck out my way. I love that life. I don't be no cop or nothing. I don't want to be no EMT either. I wouldn't mind saving people's lives, but I don't want nobody throwing up on me and shit and all that. You know, you start reviving motherfuckers and they throw up on you and shit. I don't like all that shit. I ain't wiping nobody's mouth and all that. No. I don't like my own vomit. So I know damn well I don't want to fuck with nobody else's vomit. Has this stream been clear for the most part? If you still here, OG, you've been here from the beginning. Shell, you've been here. Shit. Brother Weston, you've been on for a minute. Has the stream been clear or have I been pixelating? I ain't been checking out the signal. I've had to watch these badass drivers and slow-ass rescue squads. Because it feels like every now and then I'll get a reconnecting. Even then, some people say the shit never even comes across on their side like the pixelated, but it'll say it on my side, maybe giving me a warning I'm entering a unsafe area. But this stream seems like it's been pretty clear. I actually shared to myself, and we might just go ahead and take this tour this year because it's really something you got to put together. Somebody said they put together a home tour of like people from, back in the day living in the city, a lot of areas, a lot of different areas where people lived, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, Smokey Robinson. A lot of them were places that they lived when they grew up, not after they had made their bread with Motown, like the founder of Kresge's, which eventually became Kmart, all that shit. I want to see a lot of those homes. I used to drive through those neighborhoods when I really didn't have shit to do, or if I was in town doing a gig or something, and I just love driving through the Boston, Edison area, Palmer Woods, Palmer Park, whatever. But they got like the regular neighborhood shit, They even got a house I guess Malcolm X lived in Inkster. It's all condemned and shit, but they trying to put it back together. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. If they're gonna make it a museum. It's not his birthplace, and I guess he moved there after he got out the joint. So I'm not sure exactly, See, the way the Malcolm X movie make it seem like he got out the joint and we went right to Elijah Muhammad's house. And I knew there was some play in between there. But we don't really know the real story unless you know the real story. But yeah, it said right after he got out the joint, he was living in Inkster. So I really want to know the backstory. I wonder if anybody in his family, I know his daughters are still living, but any elders in his family, what can they really lay out there about his post incarceration life before the nation. I know he got molded in the nation, but I want to piece some shit together. Word up. I appreciate you, brother. So yeah. What up? Yeah, I'm actually I'm in the city now. I'm about to do something and then come back. Yeah. It was straight. I'm actually I've had it on the way down here. I'm on a live though. Let me finish up this live and then I'll get with you on the other side of it. But yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute, bet. Oh, here comes this motherfucker. He's doing about 60. We're doing about 20. Thanks for slowing down, asshole. Did y'all see that truck in my rearview mirror? The way he just rolled up on us? He was doing like 60 as we're getting off an off ramp. We're doing 20. Dumb motherfucker. But anyways, as you can tell, the vehicle is now bumping up and down because I am deeply entrenched in the city of Detroit. And thanks to our governor and the mayor of Detroit, the roads have been fixed. We have now pothole pavement. They decided not to smooth them out. They just said, we're just going to add more potholes. There's no sense of discriminating and have some roads be smooth and have some roads have potholes. We're just going to make potholes of all this shit. So I appreciate the governor for fixing the damn roads. She didn't say she was going to smooth these bitches out. She just said she was going to fix them. See, you got to read between the lines of these campaign speeches and these campaign slogans. She didn't say nothing about smoothing the roads out. She said, I'm going to fix the damn roads. Just like my grandmother used to say, I'm going to fix your ass. And when she said, I'm going to fix your ass, I knew I was getting my ass beat when I got home. I'll fix your ass because I had showed out in front of somebody. We was somewhere and I had showed out and she said, yeah, I'll fix your ass when we get home. And that's what they did to the roads. Now, I'm not going to blame this right here on them. I'm not going to blame this on the city of Detroit's mayor and the state of Michigan's governor. Right now, I'm driving on brick. I'm driving on brick, so that's going to be uneven. You know, that's to keep the nostalgia of the city. I get it. But really, all the roads feel like this in Detroit, so it don't matter. So whether you're on brick or asphalt, it all feels the same. But I appreciate them for fixing the damn roads. Yes. If you got a repair shop in the city of Detroit, you are an instant millionaire. And don't have a suspension hookup. Oh, yeah. Suspension and shocks? Oh, yeah. You can make a mint in this bitch. So it's all good. But y'all do your thing. I'm going to get back on here in a little bit. Am I going to be able to go past that? No. We're not going to do that today. I got a ticket one day. And I was kind of pissed off. I was like, how the fuck I get a ticket? I didn't realize where I was actually parked. I thought my truck had cleared the fire hydrant. So I can't get no ticket today. I ain't got time for it. If I want to go there, I might just wait for this UPS truck to move. Seeing that they're only going to be there temporarily. So yeah, be back on here about 1 o'clock, having my discussion with the bee. Or you know what? I might just do this. Uh-oh. Big dog. Hey, can you come to the door and grab this? It's just 3 light boxes and I can't find a spot. Yeah, I'll be right there. All right. I'm coming out the door. All right. Yep. Hold on, y'all. I ain't even gotta fucking get up. I'll holler at you, man. Okay. Yep. All right, that was easy enough. I didn't have to disengage. Every now and then it works out for me. Not that y'all really care and shit. Y'all be like, oh man, I thought he was gonna get off. I can go do something else. But you can always go do something else. I'm sure there's somebody more important that you could be fucking with other than me. But yeah, we're gonna have a good discussion today. Some questions I wanted to ask B a while back, and I want to ask her now. Because some of the things just aren't important to me. And I know I've already had a couple questions asked of me to ask her, and I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to focus on the detriment of what was at one time her dream. We're going to focus on what is her dream now as we move forward. You know, where is she at now? I ain't all about the past, about the future. And we'll get it right. We'll get it right. I'm glad they got all this crazy shit done with this damn flooding and shit. Couldn't travel down here, man. Floods and shit. Cars were literally underwater. But we can thank the governor and the mayor for that as well. Everybody wants to talk infrastructure now. And the people of Flint still got brown water. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn settlement that they got. They still got brown water in Flint. Can we talk about that? So you're going to give some people some money so they can go buy more cases of water since their water is brown coming out the tap. Got it. Band-Aids for bullet wounds. Band-Aids for bullet wounds. Oh, shit. But damn, I did remember. I was supposed to call somebody. Well, I got a few minutes. Supposed to call somebody at 11:15. Told them I'd call them right after 11. I try to work in quarters because if I call somebody right at 11, but yeah. My brother Dale, he's came on and did the discussion yesterday. And we always leave so much on the table when we talk because there's so much other information we go across. He's hitting me back about some things that I asked that we didn't quite cover. That's all right. We're going to have a part 2 to that. We're going to have a part 2 to that. Because I'm all about people being able to protect themselves. And if people can't protect themselves out here just on a singular level, we in trouble. So we need families to be able to protect themselves. And as he said, protect yourself legally. We're going to talk more about that. But yeah, y'all be good. You know, I need a couple minutes just to catch my breath and make this phone call. And then, hey, we go from there. You know, we do our thing. Appreciate your brother Weston, OG Classy Jones, Shell. I didn't see anybody else chime in here. Oh, I saw Sue at the beginning, absolutely. And anybody else that's done crept into the space. Looks like we had a few dip in and out. A lot of people don't say shit, but that's good. You ain't got shit to say, you ain't got shit to say. Like the motherfucker, share the motherfucker. You ain't got to say nothing new to me. I know you in here. Once you stop, it's going to tell me that you came by. It's just not going to tell me sometimes who you are. It won't tell me sometimes who you are. But if you stay for a while, eventually it'll give me an imprint. So you lurking bitches, you looking ass bitches, y'all gotta stop trying to pick up tips. Stop trying to pick up tips. I'm not giving y'all tips. I'm giving y'all tutorials. Understands me. If you want a tip, go be a waiter. If you want a tutorial, learn from a motherfucker like me. Bitch asses. Peace, family. See you at 1.